It's just about 8 o'clock. We've been on the road here for about, 20 minutes. We had to make a stop and do a video of a canyon in Twin Falls, where we stayed last night. And got some really good drone footage out of that. It looks pretty cool. It's the Snake River Canyon. So that's going to be the highlight of the drone so far. But anyway, we're heading to Mountain Home, which is in the Birds of Prey National Park, which is in Idaho. And the plan is to go through that and then work our way up toward Eugene, Oregon. And probably we won't stay there. We'll stay somewhere close to there. Depends where we can get motels. We had a real hard time last night. Everything was booked, and we got in late. We drove until 7 o'clock, and everything was booked except for a Motel 6, and we had to take a smoking room, which is a real treat. So I smell like a smoke factory right now, but maybe enough fresh air will get rid of that. But anyway, probably won't be a lot of scenery for most of today. Yesterday we did see quite a few things, so that was pretty interesting. Other than that, right now it's a lot of corn. We're in bliss. Took 4 days, but we're in bliss now, Monk. Okay, we're in some kind of road construction deal going here. So, thought maybe I'd talk a little bit about traveling by motorcycle. I know there's a lot of information out there on what to do and how to do it and all that. We've been doing this for a long time, probably over 35 years we've been traveling. Every year we go on a longer trip. This is probably going to be the longest trip we've ever done. Most of our trips are, anywhere from 2,400 to maybe 5,000 miles. This one's going to be probably 6,000 or better. But the last 4 years or so, we've been pulling a trailer along, mainly because I pack heavy. My wife is real good. She doesn't carry anything more than we really absolutely need. But I carry a lot of camera equipment and drones and that kind of thing. I got to do some kind of a lane changey thing here. And the last couple of years we've been traveling solo because all our friends really pretty much gave up on motorcycles, so we're kind of the diehards of the bunch. So I guess advice number one is to pick the right traveling people, or just go out on your own. Motorcycles are so dependable now. It's like driving a car. You can pretty much go cross country and not be too concerned about any kind of a failure. However, you do have to, do some planning just in case. The number one thing I've run into that require, maybe carrying some extra tools or equipment is, minor little things that break. This morning I had one of the little foam liners on my sunglasses came loose and was, laying across the lens. So I went over to Target real quick and grabbed some crazy glue, put a couple drops on there and fixed that. And we had a little rattle in the trunk on the trailer, and some duct tape around that kind of fixed that. So, primary duct tape and crazy glue will take care of about 90% of what you run into. I do carry a tiny little air compressor, which I've never used. I've got a little metric tool set, socket set, and I used it this morning for the first time in 30 some years. I had to pull my left rear tail light out and fix the signal light bulb, which had just kind of worked its way loose. So I fixed that up a little bit and put that back together. Typically we never have tire problems. We have yet to have a tire issue, but I'm running a reverse trike right now, and it's running three automotive tires, so I'm good for 50,000 miles. Other than that, I know some people carry, some of the Goldwing guys actually carry an extra differential and an alternator in their trailer just in case, which is, I think, just crazy. The odds of you having any of those issues are 1 in a million, and what are the odds of those things happening when you're on a trip? So we don't carry pretty much the bare necessities, tire patch kits, a little air compressor, like I say, the socket set, some crazy glue and duct tape. And probably number one on the list is the duct tape. Okay, we just took a little break, and a local stopped and was talking to us, and that was pretty interesting. Friendly guy. But I got to thinking, another tip that really, really helps when you're on these long trips is you want to stop about every 60, 70 miles. There's no use this trying to drive, from a fill up till the tank is empty and put on a couple hundred miles, and then at the end of the day you're all beat up and shot and sore. If you stop every 60 miles or so, and you only have to stop for like 2 minutes. Like I just stopped now, poured myself a cup of coffee, and we probably spent 10 minutes talking to this guy, and we're back on the road now. And you stay alert, you're comfortable. We never get sore. We never have any problem. And I've got highway pegs on here, and I very seldom even use them because we just never get uncomfortable. But then again, I'm driving a Goldwing, and in my opinion, there's really no better bike for a long distance ride. You're not going to have trouble. You got plenty of protection. They're extremely reliable, and they're very comfortable, and you got plenty of power. So that makes a big difference. The loud pipe thing is fine. I mean, I don't have anything against making lots of noise, but at the end of the day, you're burned out. You know, if you got to wear earplugs and you're listening to the exhaust all day long, it's just going to wear you down. And that's why I don't use any music or anything. In fact, I don't have speakers in the speaker cabinets here. I took them out. I never use the radio. We've got Bluetooth headsets, which I use for navigation and for doing these videos like I'm doing now. I've got a Cena Prism camera, but other than that, you know, I just don't like the distractions. I don't like all the noise, and I think one of the most tiring things of being on a trip like this is the constant racket. I'm getting a lot of tire noise right now just because this road is fairly coarse, but it's a nice smooth road. But normally it's pretty quiet, and like I say, with the windshield, you know, adjusted the way it is,